Good morning. Today we can start new chapter DC power supplies in electronic devices and circuits. In this chapter we can discuss the topics of DC power supplies. So next, objectives of this presentation: on completion of this period, you would be able to understand need for DC power supply, regulated DC power supply, rectifier and its types, and summary. So these topics are discussed in this class now, one by one. Okay. So first of all, the first topic is need for DC power supply. Need for DC power supply. Why we can need for DC power supply in electronic devices and circuits? First of all, the electronic circuits, electronic gadgets, digital circuits or different types of circuits. So first of all, the electronic circuits like amplifiers, oscillators. So these amplifier oscillators of electronic circuits require a source of DC power. It works. Okay. So next, an electronic gadgets. What are the electronic gadgets? That like radio, tape recorder, TV, etc. So these are the combination of several amplifiers and oscillators. Okay. Next, the third one is digital circuits. So the digital circuits like, what are the digital circuits? It likes computers, digital meters, etc. These are also require a source of DC power to drive them. Okay. So the source of DC power are batteries and DC generators of above circuits are working. Electronic circuits, electronic gadgets, digital circuits are working by using a source of DC power. So which type of source is used in these circuits? Batteries and generators. So what is the purpose of battery and what is the purpose of generators? First of all, batteries. Batteries are used for power supply in portable equipment. So portable equipment means mini size components, mini size circuits. So batteries are used for power supply in portable equipment. So but batteries are rarely used for this purpose as they are costly and require frequently replacement. Batteries are used for power supply in portable equipment, but so these are rarely used because they are costly and require frequently replacement. That's why these batteries are rarely used in electronic circuits, devices and circuits. So next, the rechargeable batteries of course also require DC source to charge it. So batteries are some types of rechargeable batteries. If in power is lost, then recharge it. So the rechargeable batteries of course also require DC source to charge it. Okay. So next, so DC power for electronic circuits is obtained from commercial AC lines by using rectifier, filter, regulator called a power supply. DC power for electronic circuits is obtained from commercial AC lines by using rectifier, filter, regulator, etc. These are called a power supply. Okay. So this is nothing but the topic of need for DC power supply. So first topic is over. So then goes to second topic. So what is the second topic? Regulated DC power supply. Regulated DC power supply. So what is the definition of regulated DC power supply? What is the definition of regulated power supply? So a DC power supply which converts AC into DC and maintains the output voltage constant irrespective of AC mains fluctuations or load variations, that is known as that is called as DC regulated power supply. Okay, if input changes, then there is no change in the output. That's why it is called DC regulated power supply. Okay, so this is the block diagram of DC regulated power supply. This block diagram consists of 4 blocks. So first block is nothing but transformer, second one is diode rectifier, third block is filter, and fourth block is voltage regulator. Okay, so next first block of block diagram of DC regulated power supply. First block is transformer. What is the purpose of transformer here? So transformer, the AC voltage to be rectified is applied to the input of transformer. Transformer has 2 inputs and also output. It consists of input and output. So here transformer input side is AC input. So transformer, so first of all we can apply AC input to the input of transformer. AC input to the input of transformer. What is the use of transformer here? So here the use of transformer permits 2 advantages. The use of transformer permits 2 advantages. So first one is it allows step up or step down the AC input voltage. Transformer allows step up AC input voltage or step down AC input voltage. That is the first advantage of transformer. So then second advantage of transformer is nothing but it isolates the rectifier circuit from power line. It isolates the rectifier circuit from power line and thus reduces the risk of electric shock. This is the working principle of transformer in DC regulated power supply. Okay, so the output of transformer is given to the diode rectifier. So here the block diagram consists of second block is diode rectifier. So what is the purpose of rectifier? So what is the purpose of or what is the functioning of rectifier? It converts AC into pulsating DC. It converts AC into pulsating DC. Rectifier converts AC into pulsating DC. Okay, so here, so observe the block diagram. So output of transformer, first of all we can observe the input AC. AC input is the sine wave that is applied to the input of transformer. So then the transformer output is the same signal, that is the AC input signal. This is given to the or this is applied to the input of diode rectifier. So the diode rectifier converts AC input to pulsating DC. Pulsating DC means both AC and DC outputs. So the diode rectifier output is nothing but pulsating DC. This pulsating DC output is given to the input of filter. So what is the purpose of filter? It is used to remove the alternating component of rectified output, that is ripple output, producing approximately pure DC. What is the purpose of filter? Filter is used to remove the unwanted signal and produce the desired signal. Okay, so next the output of filter is nothing but approximately DC. It can reject AC, it can reject DC, it can output. It can result AC output. Next, the output of filter is given to the voltage regulator. So what is the purpose of voltage regulator? To obtain constant output voltage, irrespective of load variations or a supply variations, we need a regulator. So regulator, what is the purpose of regulator? To obtain constant output voltage irrespective of load variations or a supply variations. So we need a regulator. So this is the second topic of regulated DC power supply. This topic is completed. Then goes to third topic. What is the third topic? Rectifier and its types. Third topic is rectifier and its types. Okay, so rectifier and its types. So what is the definition of rectifier, or what is the purpose of, what is the use of rectifier? So rectifier is an electronic device. It is used for converting AC voltage or current into unidirectional voltage or current. That means DC voltage or current. Okay, so what is the purpose of rectifier? It converts AC into DC, either voltage or current of input AC or voltage or current of output DC. Okay, this is the definition of rectifier. So rectifier circuit are basically two types. Rectifier circuits are basically two types depending on the alternating voltage. Here rectifier circuits are different types depending on different methods, different conditions, different uses. Okay, so first of all, rectifiers are basically divided in two categories depending on the alternating voltage they take as input. They are single phase rectifiers, polyphase rectifiers. So these are two types of rectifiers depending on alternating voltage, that means input voltage. Okay, and secondly, rectifiers are also may be classified into two categories depending on the period of conduction. It depends on period of conduction. They divided in two categories of rectifiers: half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier. Half wave rectifiers, full wave rectifiers. And third one, similarly, rectifiers may further be classified into two categories. So now, depending upon the nature of circuit connection, they are center tapped full wave rectifier, bridge full wave rectifier. Totally, rectifiers are six categories. First two is depends on alternating voltage, that is input voltage. They divided in two categories: single phase rectifiers, polyphase rectifiers. And second one is two categories: half wave rectifiers and full wave rectifiers. These two types are depend on period of conduction. And third one, rectifiers are also may be divided in two categories. It depends on nature of circuit connection. So center tapped full wave rectifier, bridge full wave rectifier. Okay, so this is the rectifier and types. See here, so this is rectifier. This is the types or classification of rectifiers or types of rectifiers. So this is the circuit of rectifiers, topology of rectifiers, different names we can find. So rectifiers, observe this topology or chart. Rectifiers are divided in two types. So first one, based on applied input alternating voltage. Rectifiers are two categories. First one, based on applied input alternating voltage. They are single phase rectifiers, polyphase rectifiers. Next, rectifiers are depends on period of conduction. They are also two types. Half wave rectifiers, full wave rectifiers. Here, full wave rectifiers are also again divided in two categories depending upon the nature of circuit connection. So they are center tapped full wave rectifier, bridge full wave rectifiers. Center tapped full wave rectifiers, bridge full wave rectifiers. Okay, so this topic also completed. So from this topic total topics are completed today class. How many topics are completed? 3 topics. Which one? Need for DC power supply, regulated DC power supply, rectifier and its types. And last one is the summary. Summary of this presentation, we have seen need for DC power supply, regulated DC power supply, rectifier and its types. Okay. Next, frequently asked questions may be asked. The first question is define the term rectifiers. Define the term rectifier. And second question is list different types of rectifiers. List different types of rectifiers. This question may also be asked. Classify rectifiers. Classify rectifiers. Or also may be asked. How many types of rectifiers? How many types of rectifiers? And write down. So next, third question. So third question may also be asked. State the need for DC power supply for electronic devices and circuits. State the need for DC power supply for electronic devices and circuits. Okay. So these different questions may also be asked in this today class. Okay. So today class is very important class. Very important class. Okay. Thank you all of you.